Hello everyone and welcome to part 11 of my Ultimate Python tutorial course. In this video I'm going to show you augmented assignment, I believe it's called. So it's not a very long video, but it's important to understand. So I'm going to declare a variable here called x, and I'm going to make that equal to 14. Then I'm going to do x is equal to 1. But before the equal sign, I'm going to put a plus sign. So it goes plus sign equals sign and then 1. Then we can print out x, and I'll show you what the answer is, or the output is. As you can see down here, it's 15. That is because x is 14, and then it's adding 1 to the original value that we assigned x to. To give you a better understanding, we can do another one, but we'll do x is minus, so subtraction sign equals sign, and then space 4. We'll print x out again, and if we run that, as you can see, it's 11. So it's changing the value, but it doesn't. Using this, it will not use the original value, if that makes sense. So the output is not 10. It's not doing 14 minus 4. It's doing 15 minus 4 because it already adds 1 here. So it goes 14, add 1, 15 minus 4, which is 11. Now there's other signs and symbols you can do, other multiplications. So if we do x is, we'll do a asterisk and then equals, and we'll do 5. So if we run this, we get the output of, oops, I forgot to print. That would be very useful. So if we run that, we get 55. As it's doing 15, then it's subtracting 4, which is 11. Then it's timesing 11 by 5, which is 55. The other one you can do is division. So if you do / equals sign and then 4, we'll divide 55 by 4. Then we'll do print x. So if we run this, we get an answer of 13.75. So this is in floating point. But if we let's change it to 5 and then run it again. We'll leave it as 11. That's okay. You get the point. It basically just does a division. So it's doing 11 times 5 and then dividing by 5 to get 11 again. But as you can see, the only difference between this 11 and this one is that the second 11 with the point, or the decimal point, is in floating point. The other mathematical symbol you can do is to the power of. So if you do asterisk, asterisk, and then 2, sorry, asterisk, it's 2 asterisks and then equals 2. Then you can do print x. So basically what this is going to do, if we run it now, it's doing 11 to the power of itself. So in a sense, it's doing 11 squared. So 11 times 11 is 121. The last one we'll do is x. Then we'll do a percent sign. So percentage equals, and then we'll do 60. So let's run this. Now, oh, I forgot to print again. I keep forgetting to do that, sorry. So run it again, and it's given us 1. That is because if we get the calculator up and we do 60, so I'll type 60 plus 60 is 120. So 60 goes into 121 twice, like I've just showed you. 60 plus 60, that is twice, with 1 left over, because 121 minus 120 is 1, which leaves the 1. Hence why the output is 1, because what the percent sign does, it finds the remainder of a division. So 1 in this case is the remainder. If you had, another example would be 60. So if you had 60 times 6 is, sorry, not 60 times 60, 60 times 6 is 360. Now if you wanted to get the remainder of it divided by 400, then the remainder would be 40. because 60 goes into 400 6 times, remainder 40, because 400 minus 360 is 40. So there's a load of numbers that you can do. You can change them, try and find out, or try and make more sense to you. But it's as simple as just a remainder of a division. Next is, what shall we do next? Right, okay, we'll declare a variable called paint. Paint equals, and we'll do a string with red. Then we can do paint is equal to, and then space paint. So there's a little space between each word. But before the equal sign, we're going to do a plus sign. So this is doing something called appending to a string. Excuse me. So if I do print and then do paint. So if I run this again, if I scroll down, as you can see, it says red space space paint. I can just get rid of that space there. Just run this again. There we go. So there's red, which is in this first variable, but then we're still keeping the variable the same, or the same, the variable name the same. Then we're just appending paint to red. The last little thing you can do, for this video anyway, I'll explain more symbols in the next, but if we do paint again, so remember this time it's red paint, not just red. Then we do equals to 5, but before the equals sign we'll put an asterisk, so it's times, if you remember from up there. Then we do print paint, and if we run it, it'll run red paint 5 times. Let's just add a space at the end here, see if it makes more sense. There we go. So as you can see, it says red paint, red paint, red paint 5 times, because we've told it to print out times 5. So that was augmented assignment. Difficult word to say. I'm useless at pronouncing words, but there we go. Hopefully the video did help. It gives you a little bit more understanding of how to append strings to a variable, keeping variables the same, and all the symbols that you can do with the same variable, and how you can manipulate the current value. So in an example, this could be used in games. So you have like 100, and then when they do something, it can subtract 5 from that score. It could add 5 to it. So there's loads of other things that it can be also used for. But that was it for the video. So if it did help, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for the latest videos. And I've got to mention now that my website is up. So if you go to codeoncommand.com, you will find all the tutorials, blogs, technology, forum. I might get around to adding a forum, but I mean a technology type of magazine, online magazine. So there'll be tutorials, up-to-date news, there'll be loads of news on cryptocurrencies, everything to do with computer science. So head on over there, have a little read. It's brand new, so there won't be many articles up. But I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers, because without you 1,200 I believe now, I couldn't have the opportunity to do this. I love doing it, so I just want to thank you for that, and I will see you in the next video.